Anyone got any questions before we move on?
Yeah, we have to click to say that I'm approved, or
So go to contact profile. So my account and contact profile. And then you'll scroll all the way down to the bottom. All the way to there it is there. See your signature is there. It says approved. And just click on set as active. You have to put an address in. So you must have a mailing address in your signature, yes. So it won't get approved without a mailing address. At the bottom of your emails, yes. So that's why yesterday I suggested you use a post office box. Don't have one? So get one for the future. Does anyone have any ideas on what you could do if you don't have a post office box now but you want to get started? Use someone else's? Yeah, that's a good one.
there's something sensible you
Pay for a virtual office,
yeah,
I guess.
yeah,
Yep. I think that's quite cheap actually as well for that sort of thing. The other thing you can do, maybe we shouldn't record this. The other thing you could do is just put your home address in without the number. It'll get you approved, it'll get you started, so that it's not going out with your full home address, and then get a post office box in the meantime.
Jason, can you just go through them getting their profile active again? Because we're getting a lot of the same questions.
About setting your signature as active, do we want to go through that? Okay, let's have a look up here.
got the email from
So it might have gone into your spam. If you haven't got the email yet, it's probably gone into your spam. So we'll all do the same thing now. We'll all go into World Internet Office. Just watch up here first. So we'll log into our World Internet Office account.
Jason, we may have a little issue with remembering logins from yesterday. They are all different, guys, so you do have to use the ones that you were given yesterday. If not, we will have to set you up on a new one.
So just watching up here, everyone, just for a moment. We'll deal with that login issue in a moment. If you go to My Account and then Contact Profile, and this is the contact profile, you scroll down to the bottom here, and there, if you have a look here, you might need to stand up at the back, but down the bottom here, it says the signature is approved. We click on Set as Active here to make that signature go out on the bottom of all the emails. Now, if you haven't got an email yet, still go into Contact Profile, because it'll still let you know here whether it's approved or not. Does that make sense? Any other questions? For those latecomers, did you guys do your homework? Hands up.
I did.
Yep.
Mine's approved.
Mhm.
But why is that disappeared now? Because yesterday I went to click on to make active, and that was gone, and so I couldn't remember what I did. So
Oh, sorry.
that doesn't. How do I look?
Good
at
question.
it?
Have a look up here. I'll answer that for everyone. So the signature you just created is no longer in this section here. It's now down here in this. If you want to see what it is that you put in there, you can just click on the edit button, and that'll bring it up into the signature format, the entry format that we had yesterday. Now the thing with that is, if you make a change in your signature, it goes through the approval process again. So it'll continue using the signature that was set as active to start with until the new one gets approved, and then again you have to set the new edited version as active. Make sense? Any other questions? Yep.
What are the reasons why it will be required to see like the mention one about
And what were the changes you put in?
My links to social media.
That would be declined because there's no address in there. So you must have a mailing address in there, an actual mailing address or a physical address. So that'll be why that's declined. No. So you always have to have a mailing address in. So you must have a mailing address to comply with anti-spam laws. So if you don't have a post office box, then put in your address without the number to start with, and then change it when you have a post office box or a virtual office or something like that. Just don't put the number in to start with. Yep. Yep, so just click on set as active. Perfect. Okay, shall we move on? Who did their sales funnel? Who thought about their sales funnel last night? I should turn around so I can see everyone's hands. Hands up a bit higher for me. Okay, good. Is everyone familiar with those of you that did do your sales funnel, what your links may be? Hands up who's got a website that we're setting up automation on or might be setting up automation on with these. Okay, good. Yep, all of you guys. For those of you that haven't got a sales funnel yet, that's okay. We're going to use mine today. Remember the depression site from yesterday? So we're just going to use some templates from that so that we can keep moving forward and learning. So today we're going to look at starting to market and build your list. So we're looking at this part of the process today, basically, an opt-in and an autoresponder so that we can get people to opt in and we can start building our list. So we've all heard the money is in the list, haven't we? Yep. Hands up who hasn't heard that. Okay, good, we're in the right room. What is this list they speak of? What is this? What is a list to you?
Possible customers.
Possible customers, good, yep. Prospects, perhaps? Carolyn, what's a list to you?
A list is a source where you can make a lot of money from customers, clients, and then all their friends and all their contacts.
The source where you can make a lot of money, yep, good.
Database.
Database, what is that database? What does that database mean to you?
Relationships and various types of relationships and products and services that I'm selling.
Okay, good. Anyone else? What does a list mean to you?
Your marketing list.
Marketing list means money to us, really, doesn't it? Means customers. It means the list is our business, and we'll go into this a little bit more tomorrow as well. But the people that are in your database are your business. If they've purchased from you, that's great. They're your customers. If they haven't purchased from you yet, they're your prospects, and they are your business. They are what this is all about. Does that make sense? So we have to nurture everyone that's in your list. We'll go through more of that a little bit later as well. Just to clarify something, what is an autoresponder? Show of hands, we'll look at the microphone coming across.
Basically, people who've responded in some way to you, you're immediately responding back to them with the appropriate communication according to that, how they've responded. That makes sense.
Automatic reply kind of thing, yeah, to people that have opted in, yeah, good. Over here.
People have just given permission for you to send them information, and it automatically responds to when they opt in.
Yeah, good. Down the back here.
I have a couple of different autoresponders, one being, if I give someone a message or I left, I couldn't get a hold of them or anything like that, they get a different autoresponder depending on their circumstance, their client. And then I also have another one when someone opts in, it's going to take them through my funnel.
And what is your funnel? That's the bit that I'm looking for here. What is the autoresponder itself? What is that?
Okay, so I've got someone to opt in,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to want to set up an appointment with them to discuss my business opportunity.
Yep.
And then from there, they get forwarded a username and a password to get access to an online presentation,
Yep.
which clearly outlines the opportunity in more detail. After I have spoken with them to think if this is something that I actually want to work with, and then if it's not, or if it's not a good fit, then they get sent an autoresponder saying, this, we're not in alignment. I don't think, in a nice way,
Yep.
not that I
Yep.
don't want to work with you, but they will get an email that way. Or following that, then I will have a follow-up email, and then once they're in the business, then they're getting a sequence of, I think it's about 14 emails or something.
All
between
automatically?
Day one,
Yep.
no, not automatically.
Okay.
Day one, the people that say not now or whatever, they get about 14 or 15 emails from day one through to 12 months. So, hi John, I can't believe it's been 12 months since we last spoke, and it's in that way as well.
Good.
So
Very
I've
good.
got 2 or 3 different ones.
You've thought about that in great detail, which is great. Anyone else? What is an autoresponder? So it's an automatic, in its finite form, it's an automatic response to an action. So looking at our diagram here from yesterday, remember the action up here yesterday was the opt-in. So when someone opts in, that's the action here, and the automatic response is this series of emails that goes out. And then down here, someone purchases, that's the action there, and the automatic response or the autoresponder is the set of emails that goes out. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yep. Our lists are in fact the autoresponders. So in World Internet Office, if you're looking for your list of people, if you're looking for the series of emails, you go to the same place. You go to the autoresponders, and they're all linked through there. So you go to email and marketing and to autoresponders, and that's where you find those things in World Internet Office. That's where you find your lists. That's where you find your autoresponders. Each list is a different set of autoresponders. So if you go to autoresponder and go towards the people that are in that list, those people are associated with a set of emails, or if you go to the set of emails, there's a different set of people associated with that. Make sense? Any questions so far? No? Okay, good. So now we're going to have a look at the simple way to set up your autoresponders. Create an opt-in, build your list, automate your marketing process. This up here, automate this process, rinse and repeat. Would that be good? Yesterday was about getting started. Today we're just going to go straight into the software and work out how to do it. Okay. So like I said yesterday, I'll demonstrate the whole process. We'll go through everything to get up here for World Internet Office to do an autoresponder and then an opt-in. And then we'll go through it step by step together. Would that be okay? Great. So if you guys all got one of these, I think yours are colour, mine's black and white, but you should all have this cheat sheet, this series of cheat sheets. We're going to use this for the rest of my sessions, and you'll see in there there's autoresponder to start with, then there's web form, and then there's product, and then there's broadcast. So these are your cheat sheets. When I'm not here, these are for you to refer back to follow the steps to get something set up. Okay, so I want you to watch on these as we do it up here. If you need to take any notes, take the notes on here so you know for future. So first thing we're going to do for an autoresponder is write it in Word. Why do you think we might do that? Spell check, good one, yep. Why else? So it doesn't get lost. Excellent. So generally what happens when you're doing anything on the internet, you start typing away into your software online, the internet drops out. It's happened quite a few times this weekend, or this week, hasn't it? The internet drops out and you lose what you've done. So don't do that. Type it into Word or type it into some sort of mail or editor to start with, and then just copy and paste. Now for you guys, remember we were looking at this website yesterday, or I said to go to wabyjason.com. So that's available from within the resources area of this event, or you can just go straight to the link, wabyjason.com. In there, I've set up a few templates. So instead of writing it in Word for this purpose, we're just going to copy and paste it from that website. So I've written it, here it is here. Have a look there. So now we go back to World Internet Office. What does it say on our cheat sheet? What do I do first? Write it in Word. What do I do as step 2? Email marketing, autoresponder, create new. So we go to email and marketing, autoresponder, when the internet wants to work. So nobody do it on your computers yet. We'll do it all together in a moment. And then we go to create new. What's next? Step 3. Details, okay. So if you have a look there, I've put a tick on everything that you need to pay attention to. Have a look on your cheat sheets. There's a tick at everything you need to pay attention to. The first one is link tracking. Don't ask me why just yet, but just always, whenever you have the opportunity in World, I don't know why you have to choose actually. It should just be automatic. Always check link tracking, because then you get results and reports later. Campaign name. What is our campaign name? Let's go to W by Jason. So campaign name is Depression-Free Report Prospects. Depression without vodka. Maybe depression with vodka. So that's what we do first, and then next we've got select a category. So what would our categories be? What could they be? Sorry? Health? No, it's actually a category. That could be a category for the product, definitely. But what we're looking at here more is the category of the person coming into the database. So in this case, it would be a prospect. We could have customers. Has anyone been to the Online Marketing Centre? I think there's a few faces in here that have been there. For the Online Marketing Centre, we call them students. You know, people that have attended an event become students then. But so in here, I've got, no, I don't have, because we're in the basic one. So in here we'll write prospects. And then click save. Now just watch up here. This is, some people get confused on this. See, I've put in the category, and I've clicked on save, and it says it's saved, but there's no button to click next or anything like that. You just close it up here, okay? So I'm just going to close that down now. What's next? What's on our cheat sheet that's next? From name. So this is something I want you to concentrate on here. The from name. Do you remember yesterday we watched the video and there was an opt-in for a free report, How to Overcome Depression Without Drugs and Visiting the Doctors. Remember that? And then there was a sales page and then there was a download page. So it was like this. The opt-in here didn't have my name on that free report opt-in, did it? Well, it didn't. It didn't have my name on there. It just had product details, what the free report was about. So if I put in here, in my from name, Jason Buckner, could that confuse people when the email comes through? So what should you put in here, do you think? Put in the name of what the free report's about. Depression without vodka. There we go. I've used that one before. From email, you put in your email address in there. Now, I just use my generic email address in here for these workshops, but do you think you might have an email address set up for every niche that you have? Yep. Actually, I should reword that. I will reword that. You should have an email address set up for every niche that you have. Does that make sense? Yep. So if you've got a few different products in the same niche, use the same email address for it, that's okay. But set up a different email address for every niche. Now, if you've got a Yahoo email address, you can't use it in World Internet Office. You can't use Yahoo in any autoresponder program because Yahoo doesn't allow it. Yahoo won't allow any third-party server to send emails on their behalf. So you can't use Yahoo. You can use Gmail in there. If you set up a generic, Jason's ebook store at gmail.com, that could go in there as well. So this is basically the name that the email goes out from and the email address. Back to our cheat sheet. What happens next? Click on next. Yep. These things down here, the sharing, I've probably used those 3 times in 9 years. So you guys don't need to worry about it for now. Now, so the next thing, step 4, opt-in, confirmed opt-in, which is this page here. Confirmed opt-in, see that's there. It says on here, I just click on next. So what do? Just click on next. Remember yesterday we turned off confirmed opt-in, we turned off double opt-in. So that's related to double opt-in that we don't need in our autoresponder at the moment. So you literally just click on next. It's irrelevant to us because it's turned off. And then next we click on add message. So add messages, I'll just enlarge up a little bit here. Add message, click on that. Could have some small talk while the internet churns over, couldn't we? Days in the series. So we're at the first email that's going out after opt-in. So how many days will that be? 0? Yep. So it means it goes out straight away. Subject line, just going back to my World Internet WIO by Jason tab here with the template, and I'm just going to highlight that and copy it. And then paste that in there. We all know how to copy and paste, don't we? What's next? You guys tell me. I want you to get used to these sheets so you can use them when you go home. Next. You can't put in the time of day when it's day 0 because it goes out automatic straight away. Click on next there. So next we're going to design the message. I'm back on the templates page, just going to copy all of that section there. Go back to World Internet Office. And paste it in. Okay, so that's in there, the email. Dear first name. So see where it's got first name there? It basically looks up in the database to see if the customer's name is there and puts it in. Now, if you haven't put a name in, it'll leave a space. So if on your opt-in form you haven't made it required for somebody to put their name in and they don't put their name, they just put their email address in, it won't have a name in the contact field, so it'll just leave a space. Does that make sense? So if you word your email differently, if you actually put in here, hi first name, that'll just say hi and then space. That's a bit better, isn't it? So you can work around it. So be careful. Dear is probably a bit formal to use in your emails anyway, unless you're selling a very high priced product. You might use dear, or if it's a professional market, but otherwise put in there hi. Insert free report and sales link page in there. Hi and congratulations. Thank you for your interest in blah, 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 blah. That's great. Download it here. Remember yesterday we were looking there, the first email is going to be an email to the free report again. In case the internet drops out or we want them to be able to go back to it later, we make it easy for them. Here's the free report you're after. So we'll go back to the autoresponders and on here, where have I put the links? I beg your pardon, flicking around like that. If you go to the products page, we'll do this together in a moment. In there, I've got a sales page there. So that's basically where the free report is. You can have a look at that as well. I'll just open that up in a new window and the thank you page as well. Remember yesterday we had this page on the video, free report at the top, straight into the sales page down the bottom. That's the simplest way to do it. Have your free report there, they're reading the report, they like the report, they continue reading on. It makes sense to do it this way, doesn't it? If you have the free report separate and then a link to your sales page, that's one extra step in the process that your customer has to go through to get to your sales page to possibly purchase your product. You want to make it easy for them. So there's the sales page there. So I'm going to grab that link and copy that, which is the free report page, and I'm going to put it in here. So just have a watch how we create the link in World Internet Office. Just going to get that, click here, download your free, whoops, can't spell. You highlight all the text you want to become a hyperlink. You click on the hyperlink button. Can everyone see that button? And then we paste into there. And see this here, target. Should we open in the same window or a new window? Why do we open in a new window? Say that again, sorry.
It's going to give you the full downloadable item.
Full downloadable item. Anyone else?
The freebie,
Won't take you away from the page, yep. So that's it. When you open a link in a new window, how many times have you been on a website and you click on a link and it reloads in the same window and then you've lost the last one and you want to read that? How many times has that happened? Lots? How much does that annoy you? I don't want to hear a nod, I want to hear how much that annoys you. Let's scream. So it annoys me. It frustrates me every time it happens. Imagine if that was someone's email, they were reading their email on their web browser and they clicked on the link and it reloaded in their web browser. That'd be a nuisance, wouldn't it? Yep, so always make it open in a new window. Then click on Insert, and there we've put a link into our email. There's another one to go down here. highlight all that text. And paste the link. Same link goes in there. Open a new window and insert. Now have a look down the bottom of this email here. So have a look here. See, I've got kind regards Jason Buckner in my email. So if you scroll down, wherever you design emails in World Internet Office, if you scroll down on the page, it tells you what your signature is there. So up here I've got kind regards Jason Buckner, and this signature down the bottom here, Jason Buckner and my address, is automatically going to go out on the bottom of all my emails. So I don't need to put my name in, do I? If you just had your address down the bottom here, remember yesterday I said you might want to just put your address in if you're working across a few different niches. So then at the top here, in your actual email, that's where you'll do your sign-off specific to your niche. You might put in there, if I didn't have my name in down the bottom here, I might put in here. Actually, you might put your web link in there. Make sense? Click on Save Message because that's what it says. Turn over the page on our cheat sheets. Thank you, Jane, for my cup of tea. Where is she? Is she at the back there? How good are the helpers this week? Let's give them a clap. So there, the first message is in. See up here? We've got a message in here. Message subject is this. And you can test, preview, edit, send to. Remember yesterday we put in an email address into our email setup, which was our test email address. Make sense? Anyone remember? Yes? So, can we turn that off so that I can hear? Is that okay? So if you click on test here now, that will send that email to your email that you put in as the test email address. So you can test your email, check and make sure your links work. If you're going to put another message in, you click on add message and do that whole process again. I'm not going to do that now, but you guys will when you go through the process. So we click on next. Then the next thing here is about unsubscribe from. While that loads, remember yesterday I said in here someone opts in and they go here. When someone purchases, say they've opted in, they've read the free report and they've come to the reminder email and they've clicked on the link and they've gone down to the sales page and they've decided, you know what, I'm going to purchase this. When they purchase, do we want them to keep getting these emails in the sales email again for the same product? No. So what we would do then is we would unsubscribe them when they purchase. This action is purchased, the autoresponder associated to the purchase, we make them unsubscribe from this one. But the one we're setting up here is our prospects autoresponder, so we don't unsubscribe them from anyone. Make sense? If you had a series of different levels of prospects, you might want to unsubscribe them, but that would depend on your sales funnel. So in this circumstance, I'm just going to click on next. Goodness, I can hear myself without that on. Almost need a floor show up here while the internet churns through. Someone could do a little dance and then we could press pause in between. So we get to this page here, it's a summary page. This page here is a summary page, and we just click on finish. And see there, we've got one autoresponder. We've got our autoresponder here, depression-free report prospects in here. This actually says messages. You can't see it on this screen because it's projected and changes the shape. There's one message in there. if anyone had subscribed, there would be subscribers listed here. There would be a number listed there that you can click on to go straight to them. This tells you how many people have purchased if you've got products running through the system. Category, it's prospect. Remember we set up prospect, and it's sequence. You don't need to worry about that now. It just means it goes days from the point. Results, test, edit, etc., etc. So that's where we go. And if you wanted to go and find your autoresponders, you'd go to email marketing here. I wish I could have a touch screen projection screen. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Email marketing, and then you click on autoresponders, and it brings you through to this page here. So that's the first step in the process of getting set up to start capturing leads. Do we want to do an autoresponder first, or do you want to see the web form part as well? I think everyone's gone to sleep after eating their lunch, is that right? Too much food in our bellies. So let's continue. We'll continue now. So we've set up the autoresponder. In there's one message. You will set up more messages into your autoresponder, more into there. So now we're going to go to email marketing and then web forms to set up the web form, basically to link it to the autoresponder so people can opt in. What do I do next? Well, in web form it says create the autoresponder as step 1, so we've done that. And then it says there, have ready your thank you page, the page that prospects go to after opting in. So what is our thank you page here? After someone opts in, they automatically get the emails, but what page do we want them to go to afterwards? Download page, which in this circumstance is our free report page as well. Our free report page, rather, is also our sales page, isn't it? Yep, so I'll just go back and I'll grab that sales page, which is that one there, which is where our free report is at the top, and I'm just going to copy that now. And I click on create new. It told me I have to do that, so that's what I'm going to do. Alison, are you at the back of the room? Just outside, that's okay. So form name. What I suggest you do in any autoresponder program, when you're creating an autoresponder and a web form to link them together, name it almost exactly the same. Name it the same as it would be, like the same name of the campaign. Name your web form the same, name the opt-in form, or name the autoresponder the same. When you've got 1 or 2 in there, it doesn't matter. When you've got hundreds in there, it's going to make a difference. So form name in here, depression without vodka, opt-in. What date is it today? I'm just putting here, GTS. Form description. So in your form description, you're going to put in as much information as you possibly can to remind you where this web form is being used. Because once again, when you've got 1 or 2, you know exactly where they're being used, but when you've got 5, you might have 5 for one campaign, you might have 5 for one website, you might have 20 for one website, just different opt-in forms for different sources. When you've got that many, you need to know where you're using them. So if you know the page of your website that's going in there, then put that in there as well. So I've just written the web address in there, how to overcome depression without vodka.com. You don't need to copy that down though, that's just my web address for demonstration. So down the bottom here now, sign up notifications, notify me for new sign-ups. I suggest you guys are going to want to do this every single time. Always click on this when you're starting a campaign, and then you put your email address in here. Basically what that means is every time someone opts into your web form, you're going to get an email to whatever email address you put in there, and it's going to make you jump for joy every time. Has anyone jumped for joy already? Has anyone had someone sign into their autoresponders already? Hands up. Did you jump for joy? Yes. Yeah? Did you jump for joy? I do. I get so excited every time. I've been doing this for 9 years. And every time someone opts in and I get that first email, yes, it's working. and then I want to try and generate more people to opt in and get more of those emails, you can go back in and turn it off. After your marketing campaign is working, go back here and turn it off. But you want to be able to get that instant notification to your email so that you know when someone's opted in. You know what's working. Sitting on the cord here, trying to strangle myself. Click on next. What do I do next? You can yell out, I don't mind. No, so we've done all of that. We're past that, we're up to step 4. Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. It does say that. That's a typo. You better cross that out. So what you want to do here, step 4 should read, select your autoresponder. So we go here, we choose our autoresponder. In this account, there's only one autoresponder to choose from, and your accounts, that'll be similar. But again, when you've got many autoresponders in there, you need to name it exactly for your campaign. So what I've done here is basically for the opt-in form that I'm creating here, that we're creating right now, I've selected this autoresponder series, or the first message in that series, to link up with this web form. Going to do one extra step here. I'm going to click on Create Tag. Just everyone watch that. Eyes up. I'm going to click on Create Tag here. I'm going to name the tag. Now you will name this tag however you use your web form. If it's just standard from the website, you create that tag. If you're going to use this web form on Facebook, and I suggest you create a different web form for every location you use it. If you're going to use this on Facebook so that you can track your Facebook marketing, put a tag in here for Facebook. Does that make sense? If you're going to advertise on Yahoo or on Google, put a tag in there, Yahoo or Google. So we save that, and basically what it does, once that saves, I'm sorry Jane, I think we better turn the aircon on, it's getting a bit hot in here. So it's saved the tag. In World Internet Office, stuff that's on the left is the options you have, and the stuff that's on the right is what's selected for whatever you're doing. So we click on Standard Website and click on the little right-hand arrow button there, and then it puts it into this section here. Eventually, there it is. So it's in there now. So everyone that comes through this web form that we're creating here will be tagged, in this case, with Standard Website. So they're coming in off the website. I know that for future. Then click on Next. Whoops, I've done something wrong. They have to select the message that they start at, which in this case will only be day 0, and then Next. It's not ready yet. Here we go. So there's 2 ways you can design your web form in World Internet Office. Does anyone use WordPress? Hands up. Okay, about half of us. Anyone use other web design software? What do you use? Joomla? It's similar to WordPress, isn't it? Over here? Someone else had their hand up over here? Yep.
I use
all of them. Good. Web developer, great. Did you hear that, everyone? Web developer. Could be someone you could JV with on a website. Hands up, anyone use anything else, Beamer? GDI Web Builder, I'm not familiar with that. Is that like a what you see is what you get kind of builder? Like you just design it in a Word sort of format? Drag and drop sort of thing. Okay, very good, very good. So you can design it, you can design your web form in your web design program. Does that make sense? So you design the page, you make it look pretty, and then you drop the code in. Or you can design your web form in World Internet Office. I suggest you always want to design it in your web page builder and just drop the code in, but I'll go through both ways in here. So first thing we want to do on the right here is what's selected at the moment. In this web form, people only put in their email address. So I want their first name, And then maybe in this case we'll put in telephone number. I might give them a follow-up call after they've opted in. So in here we'll choose home phone, just for this example. So they're all on the right now. Now, do we want email to be first in the web form, or do we want it to be in the middle? We want name, email, and then telephone number, don't we? So on the right here is how it represents in the web form. So we want name to be at the top, we move it up. So first name, email, home phone, perfect. Click on next and move on. Get a drum roll, have a little sip of monkey tea. You could use mobile phone. I've just selected that one for now. You could put contact number in there as well. Yep. Yep.
That's step 4.
So now we're up to the other side of the page. So step 5. Yep.
Could you not make phone number compulsory in case some people want to give the name and email?
It depends on the campaign. I've just put it in here as an example for today. But if your campaign was an opt-in form where you wanted to collect people's telephone numbers, so you wanted to call everybody, then you would make it compulsory, yes. And I'll just go back a step so I can show you how to do that.
Some people don't want to leave it.
Some people don't want to, exactly right. But we're just doing it for an example here. But in some cases, you don't want people to opt in unless they've left their phone number. But and you would choose that at this point here. I wouldn't necessarily suggest that you would do it for a web form. You know, for the free report for depression, you wouldn't put your telephone number down at all. People probably wouldn't even want to put their name in if they were opting in for a free report about depression, would they? But if you wanted to make it compulsory, if you want to make first name compulsory, for example, you just select the button on the side there, so it gets a tick. Okay, you can play in here. Remember I said earlier, what is on the left are your options, what happens on the right is how it's represented. So, we can make it wider. You just grab the slider here, make it wider. If you want to turn the header off, see the header is this section at the top here, join our mailing list. Should we have that at the top of the opt-in form? Who says yes? Okay, good. So I'm actually going to turn that off. We have body. So body is this section here. What should you write on your web form to get people to opt in? Can we get microphones? Hands up. What should you write? Anyone got any suggestions? Instant access will be down the bottom, yep.
Free report here.
Free report here, that could be part of it. What should you have at the top? Catchy line, yep.
Maybe a benefit.
The benefit, could be. Download now. Anyone else? Free access now, yep, we've had that one. Discover how. Who's motivated by pain in this room? Hands up. Why are you here? No, this is a serious question. Why are you here? To learn? Beyond that. Why do you want to learn? What's your reason for being here? To make money because you don't want to be broke anymore? Could that be one of them? Could be one of them. Most people are motivated by pain. So in your web form, this is about as much copywriting as I'll go into. Emily will go into more of this tomorrow, I believe, tomorrow morning. Do you want to motivate people by pain in your opt-in forms? The 5 biggest mistakes people make when trying to overcome depression without vodka. Does that make sense? Mistakes. It's painful to make a mistake, isn't it? Yep. So that's a good way of doing it. You could also have the 3 simple techniques to overcoming depression without vodka or without visiting doctors and taking drugs. Make sense? 3, 5 and 7 are good numbers to have. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 6, even numbers, don't put them in there. If you're going to use steps, or numbers of things, it should always be 3, 5, or 7. 9 if you have to, but I think that's too many things to have in a free report. So write that down, 3, 5, or 7. So you just in the left, you select the text. Make that larger. Now, you only do all of this in World Internet Office if you're using World Internet Office to design your opt-in form. If you're not, then you just take the code and run with it. Okay, I'm just showing you both ways for the time being. Scroll down here, the fields. So the fields are basically these sections here, first name, email, home, phone. So this is all related to those fields. Turn explanation text off. I don't like that on. We want to make our opt-in form as simple as possible. A busy page, when you're trying to get somebody to do something on your website, is a useless page. So I like to mark them with bold rather than a red asterisk. When it comes to the button, what are we going to say on our button? Submit? Anyone? What are we going to say on our button? Get free report now. Yes, good. Get instant access now. Free download now. Yes, please send me my free report. Give them their call to action, what they need to do. We might need to have dinner delivered at this rate, the way the internet's going, mightn't we? Click on options. So I'm going to turn off the privacy policy. I'm going to turn off the email consent. Consent is implied when people opt in. You don't need to have a button for them to give consent. And then we click on next. So that looks reasonable. I'd probably want to make it a little bit prettier than that, but we're not going to for now. Click on next. If you want to put an image in your opt-in form, put your image into your website builder, put the code in for your opt-in form and do it very basic like that. Make sense? Here we go, thank you page. So the page that we go to afterwards is going to be which page? The free report page, which is our sales page, which I copied earlier, but we'll go back and do it again. Copy that and paste it in here. And we click on save. That's that web form ready to go. If you have a look up here now, there's 3 options here. There's get script code, which is basically a code that says on your website, you put this in and it says look up worldinternetoffice.com, web form number, blah, blah, and put it onto this site. So this is the one you want to try and go with most of the time. Get link is basically a link, and get form code is the traditional HTML code. Get script code and get link are dynamic. Can anyone tell me what that would mean? Say that louder. No, not that sort of dynamic, sorry. Correct. When you update it in World Internet Office, it changes automatically on your website. This one over here, get form code, the traditional HTML code, when you update that in World Internet Office, you then have to get the code again and put it into your website. Does that make sense? The first 2 are your preferential. They're preferential because they're live, they're dynamic. The get form code is static. So this one's a script you put into your website, web page. This one is actually a link. We can copy that. We can put it into a web page in a browser. We hit enter. There it is. There's our opt-in form. You could put that directly onto Facebook if you wanted to get going quickly with an opt-in form, couldn't you? You could put it in a post. Make sense? Is that good? What does that mean to you guys? Save time, yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the script code, going to go into the back end of my website. This is the Depression website. Whichever web browser or website builder you use, it'll be relevant to that. But I'm going to pop it in here and create a new page. When it loads. In here I'm going to click on the HTML button because this is like a Word editor. If I put the code directly in here, so I can't do it, it won't actually let me do that in here because it's a code. But if you put it directly into, say, WordPress in the wrong version, in the wrong section, it will just show up as the code, it won't actually look it up. You need to put it in the HTML or the text section of a WordPress site. How much do you love Chiang Mai while this loads? I think I should have taken a few extra days at either end of my trip so I could actually enjoy the countryside. The mountains look beautiful around the city, don't they? Thank you. Okay, so we paste it in there. And then we click it. In this case, we click Update. And then that's in there. You can't actually... Oh, I've put the wrong one in, I beg your pardon. Let me go back and get the right one. Copy the get script code is the one that I want. Go back to my website builder. I'm going to delete that out of there. Go into HTML, paste it in. There we go, we've got a script code in. Update. You can't see anything in there because it's a code that works in the background at the moment. And then I click on Submit here. We scroll down, there's my web page right down the bottom there. The GTS opt-in, I'll click on that. There it is. So what I really should do on this page is I should put this over here, I should put an image there and have a call to action, that sort of thing, shouldn't I? I should make it look pretty. Can I show you a quick and easy way of making it look pretty? Would that be okay? So I use WordPress, and I'll just shrink it down so I can see all of the options here. So I use WordPress. Hands up again, who uses WordPress? Has anyone heard of Thrive Themes? One person? A couple of people? I use Thrive Themes and I absolutely love it, and I'll show you why. Let's create, stop sitting on your cord there, strangle yourself. Let's create a new page. I stumbled across this. I do a lot of work for Brett McFall. Everyone heard of Brett McFall? So he set it up onto one of his sites that he was testing out and then said, Jason, here, I need you to sort all of this out for me. And so I looked at it first and I thought, something new I've got to learn. I thought, thanks, great, thank you, Brett. But then I worked out how to use it, and it actually took me a very quick amount of time to work out how to use it. I thought, this is fantastic. I want to use it. And I bought it. I bought Thrive Themes straight away on the first day that I started using it for Brett McFall, and then I didn't go back to it to use it again for another 6 months. Hands up who's done that? Bought something and then not used it for ages. Yeah, most people don't actually go back to it, so at least I went back to it. Just going to call it GTS opt-in. So we put the page there, and I'm just going to save the page. I'm just going to publish it with nothing in it to start with. You can save it as a draft or you can publish it, whichever way you want to go. So there it is there, and then we click on Edit with Thrive Content Builder. You don't actually even need the themes for this part, it's just the Content Builder. So it opens up a pop-up, a new window opens. When the internet allows it. So who's going to enjoy dinner tonight? We'll all start thinking about the mountains in a minute, won't we? Generally, when the internet's running properly, it will pop up in about 3 seconds. So we've got a bit of a delay here, so bear with us just a minute. There we go. So this is what the page looks like at the moment, because I haven't done any settings on this with the basic theme or anything like that. I don't do any of that. I do it all in Thrive Themes. There's a little menu bar that will come up on the side here in just a moment.
I think maybe we should all log out so that you can have faster.
Maybe you should all log out so I could have faster internet, so we can get out of here before dinner time. How does that sound? So just turn your Wi-Fi off if you have the opportunity to. Here we go, it's popping up now. So what we're going to do, Jane's actually going to sit down and she's going to be one of you, and I'm going to come through the room and work with you guys if anyone has any problems. So to set up an autoresponder, we go to Email Marketing and Create New. Oh, sorry, we go Email Marketing, Autoresponder and Create New. Click on Create New. So if you go to there, right, if you go to there, scroll down for me. I'll scroll.
How do I do that? I'll just like that.
Scroll up rather. Your templates are going to be in there. Okay. So then we go to Create New. We've done that, and we're going to put details. We're all going to tick link tracking. Then we'll put in a campaign name. So the campaign name will be, in this instance, it will be Depression Prospects. Click on Create New. Click on Link Tracking, and then Depression Prospects. Now in the next tab down the bottom, in campaign name, we put that in. Just scroll down the page a little bit, Jane. We're going to select a category. Now the category is going to be prospects in here. So if you don't have a category, you've got to create a new category. So Jane, I want you to click on Add Campaign Category there. And Jane, you'll put in prospects too, because you can't put prospects in twice. But everyone else will put in prospects. So you just click here. And log in from the other screen with the same details. And then click on Save. You just want to create your category in there, and you've got prospects. So you'll put prospects in there. So click on Add. And then once that's saved, click the Close button in the top right hand side. So, Carolyn, you need to go to Email Marketing. And then Autoresponder. Click on that, and then click on Create New. Anyone need any help so far? You're right? Yep, it's in there. So put in your from name. So the from name will it be your name, or will it be whatever the free report is? Okay, so click on Link Tracking. And then you're going to select a category. So, you'll add a campaign category, that'll be prospects. So click in there, and then choose prospects. So from name will be Depression, free report, or How to Overcome Depression. How to Overcome Depression. Jane, oops, sorry. Jane, you've jumped ahead.
No, it kicked me out. I have to go.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I have to go back and do it again.
Okay.
So bear with me.
Maybe it's the internet.
It's not liking me.
So go to email marketing.
No, it's spinning its wheels. There we go.
There you go. Yep. So you put in from name and then you put in your from email address. Remember, you cannot send from a Yahoo email address. It must be anything else. It can be a Gmail email address, can be Hotmail. Do you think if your email address was Jason H. Buckner 63 at hotmail.com, do you think you should use that email address? Why not? It's not professional. You probably get caught in spam as well. I'll be with you there in just a moment. So you put in manage campaign categories. No, so you don't want to be in there. Close out of that. Go into your autoresponder campaigns. Go here, email marketing. Autoresponders. I think the page hasn't loaded properly. Just create new. So you've got to put a category in there. Oops, sorry. Campaign name in here. So you've got your campaign name in there. So category will be prospects. So what you want to do is add campaign category and call it prospects. So the category is the category of customer that comes into your database, the category of contact. So prospects is what they'll be at this point. You can change the email address later on, yes. Good question. Would you recommend to use a personal email address like Jason at Automation Made Easy, or would it be support at Automation Made Easy or something like that? Who it comes from in the email address doesn't really matter that much. It could be depression at howtoovercomedepression.net. Does that make sense? So it is relevant though. If you're sending an email from Jason Buckner and in the email address, it is not jason at automationmadeeasy.com.au, it is, admin at automationmadeeasy. Sometimes that can get caught in spam. Does that make sense? So if you put an actual name in there, have an actual name in your email address. So then we click on next. When it wants to load, how are we going up here? So you've got your name, your email address in, click on next, yep. You guys okay here? So watch on there together perhaps, and then part of our homework is going to be to set up one of these. So now Jane, if you click on next down the bottom, okay. Yep. So that'll be internet related. So scroll down though. So click on next.
It says waiting down the bottom there.
Click on previous page.
I have already.
Okay, click on email marketing.
See it spinning? Little wheels spinning up
Create
here.
new.
I don't want to click on next again just in case it goes too far forward and then I have to go back again.
It's just the internet is dropping out in the middle of it. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. So write that in there. Mm-hmm. Jane, click on next again.
I just did.
Okay. Oh, so you got through to the next page. So you're meant to be there, so that's good. You got through to the next page, excellent. Some of us are already up to creating our message, which is good. Carolyn, you're in the right place there. So campaign category? No, so you're going to call that prospects. Yep. So the campaign category is the category of person coming into your database. Yep. You're on to the next page, so that's okay. Stay where you are. So So when you get to this page here, you're just going to click on next. We ignore that because we don't have double opt-in turned on. So you'll click on next there. You'll click on next there. No, you don't do anything in there. Just click on next. So click on next. Where are you up to in here? After next. So you're going to click on add a message. I guess I'll just come and help everyone in the room if that internet's not working up there. So click on next down there for me. Carolyn, you're going to click on add a message. Jane, what happened there? You were just on the add message page.
No, I wasn't.
You just flick through. Bear with me just a minute. Let's go like this.
No, I went back to create a new one because it wasn't working. Really? What's that?
So if we're all up to add message, click on add message, and then go back to our WIO by JSON page, wio.json.com, and just copy and paste from in there. If you've got your own messages, you can put that in as well. So go to, have you opened up? Yep. So you scroll down on the autoresponder page. Your subject is there, so grab the subject. Yep, Jane, scroll down a little. Grab the subject just there.
Whoop.
Highlight all the subject, right click and copy. Next page, so click on up the top, click on the autoresponder tab. So click on next there, and then click on add message. What does that say? You mustn't have opt-in. Hold down option for me, command.
On the bottom of the page on the right. Next.
No, but I haven't added my.
For this purpose, just choose one of those.
You have to do it
I'll
twice.
turn that off here in a moment.
Wasn't working. Come on! You can do it.
We could run a marathon in this time, couldn't we? Well, I couldn't run a marathon, but somebody else could. So now you're going to put in your subject. Okay, so watch on here and we'll sort that out for you shortly. So important information, your subject line, your free report on how to overcome depression. So you need to click on next there. No. Click on next there. You don't need to change anything there because we turned double opt-in off. That is only relevant to double opt-in. No, that is only relevant if you've got double opt-in turned on. Remember yesterday we turned that off? Yep. So you can change those messages if you've got double opt-in turned on, but we don't need to. Yep, that's correct. How to overcome depression? Click on next. So let's just all try and get up to the page that Jane's at now. I think everyone's beyond that page already. I think we're up to, so you'll click on next there. You'll click on add message. Oh, you've done that already. You're okay. Whoops. I should watch where I'm going, shouldn't I? Yep, good. So click on next. And you don't want to change that one. That one you're going to click on next. No. Not save and exit. You want to click on next there. How are you going in there? You need to put 0 in the top. Are you going there?
Have you
0,
done
yep, so click on next.
Fred, have you done your add
Put in
message?
your subject line in there.
Have you-
Loading, good. Good, excellent. You've copied and pasted it across, that's good. Yep. So now you're going to, in here, you're going to highlight that section of text that's going to become the link. Say that again. Oh, so go to autoresponder. Click on next. Yeah, that's your subject. Is that hands up or just having a stretch? Hands up down here. No, you've already gone forward, so click on that. Click on next. Scroll down, click on next. Don't change anything in there, you just click on next. Remember, check on your cheat sheet as well. When you get to that page that says confirmed subscription, confirmed opt-in, you just click on next. When it has the red line of text at the top, you just click on next. You're right, so click on next there. You want to put in the message now. So you're going to, let me just do that, yeah, so click on next. So Jane, you've copied and pasted that in. I want you to highlight that section of text that says insert link here. Highlight that section of text. Now write in there, click here to download your free report. So you're going to stay on HTML. Yep. So highlight that section, the insert there, and say click here to download. Then Jane, you're going to highlight that click here to download. You're going to just scroll up a little bit on there, up, and click on the link button. Everyone, if you're unsure where you're up to, have a look up here just for a moment. This bit's important. So having a look up here, Jane's highlighted the section. Pardon me, she wants to become a link.
Whoa, sorry.
Scroll down for me, Jane.
I'm not a Mac user.
There we go. She's highlighted this and she's clicked on the link button here. And then a pop-up comes up, and then we insert the link into there. Jane, go to the third tab, which is the sales page. Remember that? Jane, actually go back to the second tab. Scroll to the top for me. All the way. Click on the products button on the right. Everyone watching this, so you know where to get the links from. Scroll down for me, Jane. See the sales page link there? That first one there? You're going to grab that. That's going to be the thank you page. It's the page they go to after they opt in. It's also the page that we want them to go to in the first email, which is what we're setting up now. So go back to World Internet Office after you've copied that and paste that in there. target will be open in a new window. And then insert. Jane, I want you to do that on the next one down as well, where the link needs to go. Hands up, anyone needs help? Everyone, goodness. So 0, and then you need to put in a subject line. So just, you've got that, here we go there, go in here. Actually want to put some message in there as well, so you can practice that afterwards. Yep, so copy this. What have you got there? You've copied something in there that shouldn't, so it's the page loading, but
This mouse is ridiculous.
let the settings load again and then click on next. So you're in text, you want to be in HTML.
Oh dear, that's not what I
No,
wanted
that's
to do.
not loading at the moment. Pop it in text for now. And then click on, you're going to go 0 in there and then click on next. You're going to click on next down the bottom there. So if you read to the top, scroll up, read the red text. So that page is only relevant if you've got double opt-in turned on. In your case you don't because we turned it off yesterday, so that's why you just click on next and just ignore that. You just leave it as is because that's not even your email message. That's a message that goes out if someone's going to double opt-in. I'll just put that back a little, I can't see your screen, sorry. Click on add message. Okay, so you're going to click on next there. Okay, so you've got an internet problem there. Now we're going up here. 2 screens at once, goodness. So you've got a link in there, great. Put a link in again down the bottom. Or is that a touch screen? Is it? So go to, have you got WMO by JSON open? There, autoresponders. Click on products. And go to the sales page link. So Jane, go back to World Internet Office. So everyone having a look up here at Jane's page up here, just for a minute. So she's highlighted this, she's put here, click here to download your free report, and put the link in. Same thing down the bottom, click here to download your free report, and she's put the link in. Now she's going to scroll down and click on Save Message. I just want you guys to put one message in for now. You can go and practice tonight. Lo and behold, we have some homework. You're a bit ahead. Yes, you are. You've put your message in. So Jane, click on Next and watch up here what Jane does. So now, Jane, scroll down. You're going to click on Next again. Once you've got one message in, just look up here again so we can watch the next part of the process.
Add message.
Click on Next. You need to put a message in there. So have you got the tab open? Yep, so scroll down. Now scroll up, sorry. Go to the autoresponder page. Take the first message from there and copy and paste it in. So Jane, what you're going to do now is click on Next there. You can't see my pointer, but the people back here can see the pointer. And then here you're going to go, everyone watch here please, this is important. You're going to go, where's the button? I can't see it from here. Oh, we're not going to unsubscribe anyone, sorry. So you're going to click on Next. And then the autoresponder is in. Where are you? You're at the summary page. Excellent. Summary page. Good. You are needing to add a message. You need to add a message in there. You're at the summary page. Great. You need to put in your subject line. Yep. With your name. That's okay if you put it with my name for now, that's okay. Just go to next there for me. So you are there, so just go next, yes. You need to click on save message there, still saving. You need to copy and paste a message into there, so go into products there, and then go to autoresponders. And then scroll down, there's a message you can copy there. What do you do here? 0 days and put a subject in. Email. Click on products.
It's just the unsubscribe form.
Grab the sales
Yeah.
page link. You good there?
Yeah, I need to turn the lights
Yeah.
off. No, it's worse. Okay.
Where are you up to there? So you've got a message, click on next, and then next. No, that's the search for the messages. Just click on next. So you're there, you're not unsubscribing, so click on next. That's a good question. Do we? The question was, do we get to give an option to unsubscribe? World Internet Office automatically puts that at the bottom of your emails. So you're good there, and then click on finish. So click on next. The thank you comes at the web form. You can put that in. Yep. Is everyone on the same page as Jane? Hands up who's not. Hands up who's past this page. Click on finish. Jane, click on finish at the bottom. You need to click on next. Yep. The first, have you copied and pasted in one email already? You have? Then if you're doing another email, it'll be email 2. But I just want you to do one for now. You can practice the rest later. Just click on next. And then finish. You good there? So you need to click on next. You've got one message in. Where are you at there? So you need to, you've got it in, perfect. So you've got an autoresponder in. If your page looks similar to Jane's up there, that's great. If it doesn't, I just want you to watch up so that you'll know how to do your homework tonight. You need to click on next, and then next, and then finish. So Jane, we're going to go to web forms now. Is everyone on a similar page to Jane? Hands up who's not. Okay. You need to click on next, next, and finish. In here, you need to click on next, next, and finish, next, and finish. Hands up who's not. You are over here. You need to put in day's delay and your subject. Internet problems, okay. Okay, I'll come back to you. You're all right. You good here? He's helping you, that's good. Oh, this one is? Oh. No, click on next, not back. Click on next. Can I just put that back so I can see there? That's okay. Click on next. If anyone's having any problems, I'll be around so I can help you over the course of the next day before we go to our next session. Ian? So I want everyone to watch Jane's screen now. So we'll do a second email later. So click on next. Yeah, that's good. Oh, so just delete one of those. So when we're on this page, we're going to go to email marketing, and then web form, and then create new. Email marketing. email marketing, web form, and create new. Web form. Just watch up. Watch on web form creation. I want you to watch web form creation. We'll come back to that. So now, Jane, you're going to put in the form name, which will be Depression Free Report Opt-in. Email marketing, web form, and create new. And then you'll put in Depression Free Report. Then, Jane, what you're going to do is down the bottom, you're going to put Notify me for new sign-ups. Everyone have a look at the screen here. Put in Depression Free Report Opt-in, and then we click Notify me for new sign-ups down the bottom, and you'll insert the email address down here when the page refreshes. Yep. And then insert your email address down there. Your email address that you'll get the notification of the new sign-ups to. So, everyone, that's a good question. Everyone have a look here. The email address that we're putting in here on the screen, the email address we're putting in here, the notification email, is the email address that when someone opts into this web form, you get an email to say someone has opted in. So that's just your email address where you want to get those notifications to. It could be the same one. Yeah, exactly. You might have an email account that just gets the notifications. Click on Next there, Jane. Everyone else click on Next as well. Okay, on here, everyone looking up. While your page refreshes, look up. Jane, you're going to click on Create Tag. There, yep. And in the Create Tag, you'll just put Web Page. And then click on Save. Looks like it's all working on most people's computers. I see that pop up everywhere, which is good. No. Click on Create Tag first. And then you'll choose that tag on the left-hand side. You'll highlight it. And then you'll click the right-hand arrow button to make it go across to the right. Not the right-hand arrow button on your keyboard, the right-hand arrow button on the screen. Yep, so put your email address in there. Now I've skipped a step. Can anyone tell me what step I've skipped? Select the autoresponder. We haven't selected our autoresponder yet, which is one of the most important steps. So Jane, in there, choose the autoresponder you've just created. Let the page refresh. And then choose the message, which will be day 0 message. So choose that, and then the page refreshes again. So you can't move on until you've selected all of this. Just let it, just click in there for me. You haven't got a message, so day 0, just type in there day 0. And click on Next. So Jane, you've got both of those done, so you click on Next. Click on Save. Click on Cancel. Click on Create Tag again. Yep. You're okay there? No, just put 2 for this purpose. You're okay here? Yep, click on the right arrow. You're doing web form? So that's what we're doing now. So I want you to practice this. You can come back to the autoresponder. So Jane, now what you're going to do is put in first name, press the plus button next to first name. Everyone have a look up here if you're unsure. Jane's going to find first name there, and then she's going to press that plus.
Oh, what's it doing?
Stop scrolling, Jane.
Stop
there
scrolling.
You go. Click on first name.
Have
So you just need to press that button there. Okay, just click on next. You can come back to that and practice that later with the internet when it's working. Just once, Jane.
Doesn't want to play.
Perfect. Jane, now you're going to, everyone have a look up here. Jane's now going to press the up arrow on the screen there so that it moves it up. Interactive projection screen where I can press it from back here would be great, wouldn't it?
Yes.
You guys okay back here? Yep, good. Hands up, anyone needs help here? Just press that plus. Just once. Click it. It'll take about 10 seconds to pop up. Now we're going to click on next. Scroll down and click on next. Do you tick the box next to first name? Do you want first name to be necessary or optional? Necessary, then tick it. If you want it to be optional, then leave it unticked. I would just make email necessary and let people choose. But sometimes for a campaign you might want it necessary. Click on next, Jane. Everybody click on next. I'll help you individually later. You can add fields, yes. We'll go through that another time. Now, Jane, I want you to turn off the header. So you'll scroll down on the left to header, click on the header tab. So everyone have a look up here. Jane's clicking on the header button on the side. And then she'll scroll down a bit again, perfect. And then on the left-hand side at the top of the header section, it's going to untick it. And then just going to scroll, when it refreshes, scroll all the way down to the bottom, Jane. Click on Options. And turn off Privacy Policy and turn off Email Consent. It just stops it looking busy. We should always turn those off. And then click on Next. You can come in here and play with designing to your heart's content later. At the moment, we'll just move forward so you can have an opt-in form. So next, we need to put in the thank you page. Jane, select the user custom thank you page button. While that loads and refreshes, go to the next tab across. Or the products one, scroll down. Just copy that products, the sales page. Because the sales page, Jane, thank you. The sales page is the page we have our free report on, so that's the page we want them to go to after they opt in. And then paste that into that field there. Yeah, correct. And then Jane, click on, what does that say? Save.
Save.
Click on Save. I'll come and help you. Has everyone clicked on Save? Once you've clicked on Save, Jane, it's still loading. Sales page, that's the one, yep. Once you've clicked on Save, I want you to go to Get Link, which is the middle tab. Click it, Jane. No, just click in there once, Jane. If you click in there once, it highlights the whole section for you. Right click, copy, and then open a new tab in your web browser, and then paste. Select that. Go into there. Put the sales page in, so paste, and then save. Select that one. Use a custom thank you page. And in there you'll grab the sales page from the templates. So scroll down, just grab that one. Click on products. So when you get to this page up here that Jane has, give yourselves a little clap. Click on Get Link. And now what I want everyone to do is opt into your own autoresponder. Opt into that web form. You booted you out, you can place that in, click on Save. So click on there, click, copy. No, hang on. Click, and then just go copy, and then paste it into a new tab. Yep. Also go up to header and turn that off. Yep. You can come back in here and practice on this. What I would do is turn it all off, and turn all the design features off in Melbourne's Net Office, and I would design it in WordPress if I was doing that. And then you've opted in, Jane, have you? See how Jane's has automatically gone to the sales page? So put your name and email into your opt-in form. You should also go through to the sales page or the free report page. So now, after all those internet problems, we know how to create a web form, don't we? Now, tomorrow morning, I will show you guys the Thrive tomorrow morning. Tomorrow in the first session, I'll show you that Thrive plugin, and I'll show you how that works to make a pretty opt-in form on your website. Would that be okay? We're out of time for today. If anyone has any questions, just pop your hand up quickly. Okay? You need to choose that one first before you can paste. Okay, go to Get Code. Hang on, I'll be with you in just a minute. Got to save that, click on Next. You can play with the design later. You've got to grab the wrong link, correct. So you've got that sales page one, that's correct. Good. What does this mean to you now that you know how to create a web form?
And start building your
I'll help you
database.
individually as well. What does it mean to you guys? Anyone? It means you can start getting some more money, but first it means you can start building your list, doesn't it? Now I've got some homework. Thank you, Jane. If anyone has any questions, come and see me individually. I'll be around over the next couple of days, or the next day and a half. So let's just go back to PowerPoint for a minute. Eyes up here. Is up here on the board. First one, hands up who's got their own messages already for their own autoresponder series. A few of us. So your homework is to set up your own autoresponder series, number one. For everybody else, your homework is to go to my page, the WIA by Jason page, and use the templates there and set up an autoresponder. Then the second thing to do is set up a web form, like we just did just now. Go through and set up a web form. Create another opt-in form. Okay, create another opt-in form. And then if everyone can click on the PayPal button, don't see anyone clicking on the PayPal button on the WA by Jason. Actually, let me show you up here. So first you create an autoresponder. Second, you create a web form and link it together. And then third, I want you to go to this PayPal page here. There's a 6-minute video. Has anyone got 6 minutes tonight? Everyone has, I think. I want you to watch this PayPal video here. Watch that, play that, and do what it says. Hands up who's got PayPal. Everyone in the room should have PayPal, yes? Anyone not got PayPal? Okay, excellent. So I want you to watch that video and do what it says. There's 4 simple steps to link your PayPal with World Internet Office. So there's 3 pieces of homework. Autoresponder, web form, link up your PayPal. Thank you guys. I apologise for the internet. Hopefully we'll have it better tomorrow and we'll work a bit faster. Yes.